What's up, YouTube? Here on this job, we're going to go through another job site tour here to show you what's going on with this project and the progress we have made. So this is super cool. So here we go. Check it out. Here we are, and job is coming along really well. I was in Florida last week. The guys made great progress getting things done. I'm not on site much anymore. That's just not my role in the company. I don't get to be in the field much anymore. But we always spec in really large, wide accommodating landings. I think this thing is 8 feet wide. Our client actually did a bunch of grade work for us. They're ambitious. So they got some dirt in there. We need to get that raised up a little bit so we've got positive drainage away from the house there. We always want positive drainage away. But the walkway, really wide, really accommodating, really beautiful. We boated a neat thing here with our angles. We like that. That's running across there real cool. Everything's very linear on this design, so that's the way we want that. We turned these pavers here, these sailor coursed copthorn basalt color from Unilock. We've got these in a sailor course because you can imagine if we had those all turned in soldier, it would cut into this walkway 16 inches and narrow that implied walking space. So we want this to be really wide and accommodating. Feels amazing walking down it here. A little while ago we had an issue, if you remember, with actually, you saw the Instagram stories, a little bit of that hazing, that white hazing on there. It's not efflorescence, they call it watermarking. It's our rep says it's going to come off. He's going to come out and clean it himself because I had this issue, which you saw in another YouTube video way back on another project. But the rest of this is weathered pretty well, weathered off, so they've cleaned themselves. You can see a little bit of that white marking on there. It'll clean itself off. The deck is getting redone next year. All that stuff is going to be super awesome. This area down here, the guys have got roughed out for the retaining walls coming in, and that's looking good. We got it plastic sheeted here to kind of rainproof a little bit, so that looks real good. Proper compaction, folks. This is a 12,000 pound centrifugal, that's a 12,000 pound centrifugal force compactor. I'm cold, folks. I'm starting to jumble my words. You need that for your proper compaction. That's a big deal. We got a staircase here going in. It's looking real good. Got this this coping on here. It's going to look real nice. And you can see that we use all this clean stone here to get things built the way they should be. And then we'll set everything final on a bed of these number 9s, which is this little clean stone here. Set it in there so you don't have any issues with this stuff shifting or moving, less compaction needed, all that kind of stuff. We got other videos way back in the channel. Something that caught my eye was this jumbled block here. This stuff should be thrown into this thing that we have over here, and that's this container, this brick dumpster, scrap dumpster, whatever you want to call it. Everything should be going into that. That's, you know, that way this thing should be parked over there so all scraps are getting tossed directly in it instead of double handling things. This stone that's here, this has been stockpiled just so that we can operate if we're rained out, or we got to get everything in off the road there. So that's obviously you know, a pretty big issue, right? So we don't move stuff in, so we have 20 tons at our disposal anytime. Otherwise, we want to move, ideally, as this stuff comes off the road, off the dump trucks, straight into our work area. So, quick job site update here. That's this project. We'll show you some more of the retaining wall construction in the next video in a few days once the guys really get cranking on that. Meanwhile, we're really fortunate. It's stayed pretty dry. It's just a good temperature of freezing and cold that it's not terribly muddy. One thing you want to watch is parking your machines on your track machines, primarily on the ground, so that you're not getting stuck to the ground when the ground freezes. And you also want to make sure your cogs and all that stuff is not frozen, because these things will freeze themselves to the ground and will not move. So, but we do want to be watching for that, making sure of those kind of things. Lots of stuff staged here and laid out. Missed our rim shot there in a couple places. But otherwise, the job's staging out, and we're burning through material, and things are looking pretty good. So we're cruising along, folks. Hot dog. So bonus round here, love having the trailer on site. It's a great place to stage things. Got a lot of, we need to take some time and kind of tidy some stuff up. Got a lot of stuff scattered everywhere. Need to do a little bit of site tidy up here. I need to take a picture of something here. I need to talk to Bo about with our concept back here. But otherwise, the site's looking good. So, oh, there's one of the fish, one of the 9 fish over here. But they got a little cave for them down there to hide. But yeah, this whole thing is coming along real well. Real happy. Man hours are on track, Bo says, real good, which we're using LMN to track the time on the job. When the guys get here, they get on their phone, on their app, and they clock into it. It's really cool. We're ambassadors for LMN, so caveat emptor there. And that's that. I'm heading home. What's up, everybody? I'm here on site to grab skid steer. I need to take it for we're gonna put a Christmas tree up at the shop today, the new property. That's gonna be real cool. Stop by the site here to grab that machine, and then also check out the progress from even yesterday, which is looking real good. This set of stairs coming up here is gonna be just gorgeous. That is really cool. So again, all filled with this clean stone. That way it's not loading with water and exploding down the road, and just looking really sharp here. So super cool. Hardscape vlog day, I don't know. Pretty cool. Can't wait to show you this. This is cool. Lots of stuff built up. Guys are taking off for the day. But got these stairs built up, looking really sharp. Lot to talk about here. We had to build a lot of different things. We wanted to build this portion vertical and this portion to our standard offset or batter, because of the way the overhang of the steps was going to be. See, it would have stepped out here, there'd been no overhang, and then it would have slowly cascaded back, which would have been probably okay, but we wanted to have this vertical effect, and it looks really sharp. Guys did a real nice job facing or chiseling this block to have the exposed aggregate face on both sides instead of like a saw mark or whatever. Somebody asked if we were going to dress this side of the stone or whatever, these steps. I don't know yet. I don't know if we're going to do that or not. But this is looking really good. This is an engineered, this is called batter. This is what is leaning back into the hill, right, if you will, or you know, our support here, our patio that's going to be held up by this retaining wall. You can see here we got a uniaxial geogrid going back into it here. And what this does is this ties this all together to make one mass. So this stuff goes back, I think it's 4 feet is the total spec, which includes the to the face of the wall. So there's 3 feet of grid back there. There's a layer here. There's a layer somewhere in here. I don't know where the guys put it, but there's supposed to be 2 layers evenly spaced. And that's via a Versalock specification or recommendation, let's say, for all graded or stone backfill, which is all clean. I mean, there's tomorrow's load of stone will be full 80 tons on this job, which is exactly what we budgeted, which is really cool to see that that's coming through. Again, this is a Unilock Pisa XL product. The guy, Mr. Bo, who is the Hardscape master here, prefers Versalock. The reason being is you can buy these corner pieces readily made. It's got all sorts of full returns. It's a full 16, lots of things. I love the aesthetic of this Pisa batter. It's a better looking product, but it's not as great to work with. Both the same dimensions, same god-awful weight, 80 pounds a piece, really rough on you. Why it's really important to make sure you've got a skid steer on site that you can get your block right up to where you're working, so there's not much transfer of all this weight. So we took the 595, should have videoed this, we were in a hurry. Took the 595, the full-size skid steer, grabbed our stone that we had staged here, ran it up here, dumped it, and then took the ditch witch, had it up here on top, which they ran through this sketchy bridge here. And we ripped a track. It came off second time today, and then we realized it had a rip in the track somehow. So somebody's gonna grab a new track in the morning. Real bummer, $500 more. But we got that up here and then started working all this gravel around up here. It was really cool. And this is really taking shape. The job is really looking nice. So really happy with this, really excited. And the guys are making great progress. You can see here, they're gonna bring this wall through here and there. Now, if you needed a bridge access like this, probably what I would do is I would take a geofabric, layer that, if I can find like a piece of 12-inch pipe that we have on hand, and then encompass this entire thing with gravel. That would give you just a temporary bridge across there, so you're not worrying about doing something sketchy like that to make a temporary crossing. The OSHA commenter police are going to be, all over that, whatever. All this clean stone, we want to make sure we've got a low point for this to drain out. That's going to be across here. All this clean stone that picks up any water. aside from the patio drains, those will drain out separate, but all this open graded stone down here. And again, go to www.thehardscapeacademy.com to check out all the information about how to build these structures. But we're gonna have an outlet there for water that gets into this system and the bottom. And there's a perforated drain tile here that actually drains other stuff that we're gonna allow to, that actually right now funnels all to that. So that being said, job looks great, really coming along. And really happy with the progress the guys have made rapidly. That set of stairs took forever, got killed on the production on that. There go the guys rolling out. So that's that. Nice day. Project's going real well.
So costs are out of control. We wouldn't need this extravagant of a building if we didn't have the intentions for it that we had. So defining your intentions of what you need your facility for, I think, are a big deal. We need our place to look pretty professional and pretty clean, and the interior of the offices need to be pretty nice because of what our future plans are for with it. With the Hardscape Academy, for example, we have a conference room that we want to use to host if people are visiting from, let's say our friends at Green Foundry need a room in the Midwest to summon their salespeople to, or Site One, any of the brand, Perma Edge, whoever we work with, and they need a conference room.
We'll have a media room and
media room for podcasting and audio. And
but we
video.
had to make
Awesome.
everything make it to where we could shoot good training videos in there, because then we'll actually be able to shoot training videos all winter long.
Yep. When you get this place up, folks, you wait till you see all the training videos we put together on everything. It's going to be amazing.